Live. Go live. And we are live. It's 2:30 p.m. It's a Wednesday afternoon. You're watching Innovation Fika with Donny live online, LinkedIn and YouTube, and all over the world. Welcome to my Wednesday afternoon show. As you see, I'm not in the KTH Innovation Studio, and it is not a really advanced Zoom background. It's actually live people. I've just given a short lecture about KTH Innovation for the KTH Executive School Industrial Management.
That's right.
Thank you all for inviting me again. And I've actually decided to do this live show in front of the live audience today with, of course, my guest, because I feel that the guest has a lot to say and lots of good people want to hear what she has to say. So anyway, Donny is my name. Every Wednesday, 2:30 p.m. Innovation Fika. And as always, as you come online, add in the comments who you are, where you're from, and start networking online as well. We always have 40 or 50 or 10,000 people online. So don't forget to do that. Say hi, everyone. Hoping to see all the regulars, Yash from India, and let's see who else is always a regular. But I know we have another bunch of people that always come online. Anyway, enough about me, enough about that. We're here to talk to our guest today, who is Linda U Johansson. Linda U Johansson. Yay! Welcome into the studio, Linda. In from green room.
There.
Awesome.
Thank you. You pronounced my name really well.
I didn't even have to hold up the sign where it said applause. So that's super. It's working. Anyway, Linda, welcome to the show, the world's fastest half an hour, Innovation Fika with Donny. And as I always say, and I always ask my guests, Linda, who are you and what do you do?
Well, I'm Linda U Johansson. I'm from Gothenburg in Sweden, and I've been working with IT all my life. And but today, I'm working with the future. So I'm the CEO of a company called Swedish Metaverse Center, and we teach and write and inspire about the future. And I've written a book called Metaverse Mayhem, where I explain all about the future with AI and Metaverse. And I am supposed to talk to you about it today, right?
Yes, indeed. But hang on, you've been working with what we call the Metaverse for quite some time. I saw a post on LinkedIn where you was it in Prosolvia in Gothenburg, Göteborg, like in 1997. You must have been like 8 years old then.
Oh, yes, I was.
with the VR headset, because back in the 96, 97, that was when VR was going to break through for real, right? Yes. I remember that. Exactly. But you've been sort of kind of working with technology since then. Have you got the book there?
Oh, yes.
You haven't got the book there?
Yes.
You have got the book there.
Woo-hoo.
Hold up. Look. Metaverse. What is it? It's released in September, right?
Yes.
Yes. So anyway,
in
we're going to talk
about
about
September.
First, we have to say hi to, look at this, Yash from India. Oh, Yash is always online. We have Madeleine from Nyköping. Ulf Devesjö, he is the innovation manager of Akademiska Hus. Hi, Ulf, good to see you. Awesome. We have Marianne from Gothenburg. We have, let's see, Berenice from France, living in Stockholm. And we have lots more people. We have, Estonia, Redika, nice to see you as well. Anyway, back to Linda. So, first question, of course. I'm the good thing with being the host of this show is I get to ask all the stupid questions. Like, but hang on a minute. What is this Metaverse thing? I know there was a company called Meta, but what is it? How do we define it?
Yeah, it's a big question actually. Because Metaverse is not a thing, it's not a place, and it's not a software. And it's not a virtual reality world either. And of course, it's not something that Facebook has come up with. It is when internet is given a body. And it can easily be explained by saying that it's the next version of the internet. So, and it's all about experience data. It's how we visualize data. It's well, today the internet is really fast. Everything is designed to be fast. We should quickly find what we are looking for. We should quickly buy what we need, and we should quickly get in touch with the people that we like. And it serves a purpose. But we're kind of tired of this because we want more. We want more valuable experiences. and metaverse stands for more. So it's
Okay.
when all the data is in the form of virtual reality or augmented reality or as holograms, etc. So you can, it will be embodied.
Yeah. Let's see a show of hands here. I mean, these are in seasoned professionals, in innovation professionals, in the forefront of industry. How many of you in here are actively like have a project in metaverse or working with metaverse or been playing around with metaverse yet? Yet being the key word. Anyone? How many? Ulf. Okay, Ulf.
Yes.
Yes. Cool.
Cool. Very useful in certain applications. Yes.
Oh, okay. Ulf says very useful in certain applications. How many in here are interested in exploring the metaverse? One. Thank you.
Oh.
Okay. As I said, get the questions coming in as well. But okay, but let's continue then. Let's pretend that we are a bunch of people that haven't done anything yet in the metaverse. How do we start? What do we start by doing? I mean, what's the first baby step for us to do?
Yeah, it's all about actually it's kind of important to know what it is and what's in is it because Facebook has a little bit ruined this metaverse name. It's important to think of the name metaverse as the as internet. Internet is the name that is not a place. And it's the same with metaverse. It's just the evolution phase. So you should start talking about it. You should start experience it. You should look at your children and see what they are doing actually, because they are heavily involved in the metaverse right now. And you should test things right now. It's all about learning today. Learning the next step. You should talk about customers, even in business to business or business to consumer. What kind of experience do they want in the future? What are they lacking? And how can things be better? How can we work with digital twins? How can digital twins for the business to business be a really good experience? And how can we save money in the end?
But is it yeah, but I mean, okay, so can I is it like internet encapsulated in like a virtual reality world? Is it, I mean, is it like Ready Player One, like that book or film?
No.
It's like, it's not.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not. Because a lot of people think that virtual reality is the metaverse. But virtual reality, there are several worlds, metaverse worlds, where you can use VR helmet and experience the worlds. That is metaverse. But it's also augmented reality where you have augmented reality glasses. And you experience digital things in the real environment. And I think that the consumers will like that part more than the virtual reality part, because yeah.
Yeah, no, because I mean, my personal experience with VR, which I've also been playing around with for years and years and years, is that it's a very sort of excluding technology. I mean, it's you and a headset, and then you're sort of closed off. Whereas augmented reality, where you have, you know, a see-through lens and it's an overlay, you're sort of interacting with the world around you. And so the metaverse is like, it's everything around us, and it's everything digital, and the whole sort of Web3 with the whole sort of blockchain transaction layer and everything there. It's everything, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That was a very good, simple explanation. It's everything. That we know. But but if so, you're talking about customer experiences then. I mean, if we're trying to, but I know, for instance, because this is it. Hang on, I'm going back to what you said. You said metaverse worlds, and I know there are some companies that are using metaverse worlds as, be it AR or VR places, for either training, onboarding employees, training people in technical, how to use technical stuff and things like that. Do you see that the B2B sort of thing is probably where it will happen before the B2C, or do you see some like killer apps in B2C coming out now? Well, what's your take on that?
It's actually both. B2B will focus more on virtual reality with digital twins and training solutions in virtual worlds and all of that. But B2C will focus more on AR and give that. And it has already begun with loads of AR applications, etc. So it will be a little bit divided.
Yeah. How about the whole sort of rise of artificial intelligence? I know that you usually say that AI is an inhabitant of the metaverse, right?
Yes. It is. AI is not the metaverse, but it is something within it. It could be a help. For example, there will be a lot of avatars in the metaverse, and there could be AI-driven avatars in the metaverse as well, and that is a little bit creepy. You can also have AI friends, AI avatar friends in the metaverse, and that can be a little bit creepy. But so AI will help. It will help to create things in the metaverse. It will help to create data and to be very personalized around you as a consumer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also been. I mean, I come a lot from the gaming industry, and then, I mean, there's a long history of NPCs, non-player characters, which before they were called AI characters. But I think that in the games that we'll be playing in well now and forward, we'll see a much higher sort of artificial intelligence in the NPC characters in the game, and soon it will be difficult to discern who's an actual, multiplayer co-player and who's an actual AI player. If you get the crap beat out of you, it's probably an AI player because they're better and faster than you are. But anyway, any questions, please? We have one of Sweden's foremost experts on metaverse here, so ask any questions you might have, and I'll do some shameless plugging here as well of the new book coming out, Metaverse Mayhem, Linda's book coming out in September. She also sent me the hang on, give me a second here, Linda. She sent me this as well. If you go to Linda U Johansson.se, there's a whole sort of sign up thing, and you get a signed copy of the book if you pre-order. So that's a message from her sponsors there. Okay, fine. Okay, any questions for the metaverse? Anything? Anyone?
One question.
Yeah, one question over here, sir.
If I understand you well, Linda, Jarvis from Iron Man, that's a metaverse?
Jarvis from Iron Man. Jarvis from Iron Man in the Marvel universe. Is that metaverse? Now Jarvis is his assistant, right? Yeah, Jarvis is the assistant, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Is that in Iron Man in the Marvel comics, and he says, Jarvis, fix this, and Jarvis speaks to him in the helmet.
I don't remember really the movie, but I suppose so. Sorry for that.
Of course it is. Right. It's a disembodied.
It's clear.
It's a disembodied thing that's way smarter than you are. Like I don't know, distant grandmother.
But AI will be a help for us. It will be an avatar. It will be like a person helping us. But then you should be a little bit afraid, actually, because you will be, as a company, you will be able to purchase place and comments and thoughts in that kind of AI. So if you ask your personal AI avatar where to go, what kind of restaurant you want to go to, they will actually give you suggestions according to what they are paid to say to you. And
okay.
That is okay, but it could also get very deep when they want you to have certain opinions according to political opinions, etc.
I mean, we have a. I'm not good. Let's not sidetrack now, but we do have a couple of big like elections coming up in the big country west of us, where we're probably going to see some heavily influence of AI, good and bad, on that side. But we can do that in another. We'll do that in another innovation. Let's talk about the metaverse, everything encompassing sort of thing that will sort of bring everything into a not a seamless, but a very much more sort of borderless connection of everything. I mean, if internet was a connection of computers, metaverse is a connection of everything else, kind of thing.
Yes, and it will be especially seen in the commerce part, because trade is a really important component for a society to become successful, and of course it's the same in metaverse. And if it's a opportunity to make money in the metaverse, the company will be there, right? So commerce in metaverse is the next phase of e-commerce. E-commerce today has a lot of flaws because the customers are not loyal there, and you won't actually back, the little cheese store in the street where you can go in and get the experience and talk to the people that are working there, and it doesn't exist in e-commerce, right?
Yeah.
So and the metaverse will be the new thing for commerce. It will create a spiritual feeling that you are interacting with this environment in a real world, even if you are in this virtual world. It's so e-commerce will be in metaverse will be called immersive commerce, and that will be huge.
Immersive commerce. Well, immersive experiences in all kinds of ways, I'd say. We actually had a really, really good question here. One of the elephants in the room. From an energy and carbon budget perspective, what would be the environmental cost of massive usage of the metaverse? Where we're already seeing now that the whole sort of race for AI is already driving enormous server costs, and it's also a very, very big part of it. But what's your take on that? Have you heard anything about this, and what's your take on this, Linda?
Both. It will cost a lot for driving, fueling the computers, etc. But also, it's all about the fashion industry and all that. There will be less travels and less transports, and when it comes back to then that you will print your own clothes, then it will have a huge effect on the environment. But yeah,
I know. I mean, that's we used to make a joke here that once the 3D printers get good enough, IKEA will go out of business, because all you get is that you download a piece of paper and then you print whatever furniture you need. You don't need a flat pack there. So yeah. Let's see. And here's Ulf with the question as well. What existing metaverse platforms do you think are the most interesting to look into in order to understand current development right now? Do you have any sort of tips where we should go and look, where we should experience it firsthand?
Actually, in my book, I've investigated the 10 biggest one. So read my book to see. But I would say that you should investigate several, because there are different usage for the different ones. Roblox, of course, it's a lot of children there, but you can see the commercial aspect of Roblox. So that is really interesting. They are, I think you should really go in there, because I was really surprised. I thought it was really for children. But there are several. I think you should go into all of them, the biggest one, and look. They are not working as good as they should right now. But it's because it lacks people right now.
But I agree with you, because I think one mistake that if we just say, oh well, they're just a stupid game, Roblox and Minecraft and everything, but if you see the way that people are actually working with transactions and building things and building their own kind of perspective of what business is in a virtual setting. I mean, they are if nothing else, they are both the consumers and the employees and the managers of the future. So I mean, it's worth looking into, and the developers going really, really fast. Another difficult question from this person, LinkedIn user. I cannot see who you are, but there's some good questions here. Will it be used mainly by the developed North, or will it be accessible by the global South? For which person? This is super interesting because I've done a lot of work on like AI for social impact and things like that. And so, but I'll ask you this question: what do you say, Linda? How do we spread it actually so everybody gets?
It's quite the metaverse. The technology behind the metaverse is quite easy, actually. It will be very accessible. So I think it's not only for us. It will be around the globe because it's really easy to interact in a metaverse, to create AR technologies. So it's all about knowledge now. We need to spread the knowledge, we need to train people, and we need to use it in the right way. So I think it will be all over.
Yeah, but I mean, all we need is a cell phone. I mean, you don't need a VR headset. I mean, we're not what we're talking about. We're good. I'm just looking at the time here. I mean, this is the world's fastest half an hour, and we're only got 8 minutes left on the clock. And we never leave without the guests giving us their top 3 tips of what it's all about. So today we actually have, look at this, Linda's top 3 metaverse tips. And I'll put the 2 first ones on because I didn't have one with only one. And the 2 first ones are: learn as much as you can now and try as much as you can now. Could you elaborate on those 2, please?
Yeah. Today, it's only about learning today. Metaverse is not existing today, but it will exist in about 5 years, maybe earlier than that. We are in the learning stage. So learn as much about the technology, learn as much about the consumer and your customers, and try as much as you can. Create small pilots, do some experiments, because this is not about technology. This is about experience.
Yeah. So just go out there and play around. Don't go out with a perspective of, oh, we need to use this for business now. Try and learn and discover because I can bet you that other people out there are using it for a lot more things than you think. And there's a lot more going on out there than we know. So just go out. I like these 2 tips. Learn as much as you can now. Try as much as you can now. And then for the magic 3rd tip is, of course, but whatever you do, don't invest now.
No, don't do that. Don't invest now. And that's nice because the technology isn't there right now. And we need to learn more about this. You don't have to invest right now. So just do the small things right now. Set the strategy for the future. That's really, really important. But don't create and buy a big metaverse environment right now. Maybe you should look into digital twins. That is good right now.
Yep.
Don't create a big investment right now.
Digital twins is a very interesting concept. I mean, that Ulf Stäbersjö, I know he's online here as well, and he asked a question before. But for an actor like Akademiska Hus, who owns every single university building in Sweden, digital twins would, of course, be super interesting when it comes to property. But any other uses for digital twins that you see are also coming up now?
Yeah, it's a lot of company who has digital twins, especially for the production cycle. That is really, really good usage right now. So digital twins, but we will have our own digital twin in the future as well as a person.
You mean as people?
Yes.
You mean there'll be 2 of me? I mean, I have a hard enough time coping with myself. So I mean, I have to cope with another one as well.
Yeah, but we will.
Yeah, don't tell my sister; she'll hate it. Linda, thank you so much. Leslie, one last comment. Was there a comment coming in, a question here? Yes, it sure is. Ulf, thank you. Awesome. Thank you everyone for watching. We're 4 minutes away from stop time. So any other questions that might come in, please ask a question. I will just end off by saying thank you so much, Linda, for this super short dive into, well, not dive into, but at least the surface of the metaverse, this all-encompassing thing. And look at this. Okay, let's throw in one more question here. Madeleine, good question. How about digital twins for government?
Oh, whoa. Yeah.
That's I'm just thinking how would that actually work? But that's a neat. You mean as this? I mean, maybe I don't want to have digital twins for my politicians, but maybe they're thinking about the actual what they govern and not the government themselves. I don't know, but that's actually an interesting question. We can think about that one. Rohit, do you have to ask a question now, Rohit? Now we're going to end off here. God damn it, you know that. What are other stuff similar to Metaverse we should look out for? I mean, it's Metaverse is everything, right? It's similar to.
Yeah.
So it's not. I mean, I don't know. Metaverse. I mean, it's Metaverse is the all-encompassing collection of everything. It's like Internet of Things and Internet and VR and AR and everything in one big thing. It's a new digital experience of life in any great way. With that, I will say thank you so much, Linda, for spending time with me and with us as well. Of course, hide, get out there. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, my live audience. Awesome. Thank you for being part of it. I can get used to this. I can tell you that. This is really cool. No, thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for staying awake and being part of this super fast, world's fast half an hour. Innovation Fika, every Wednesday, 2:30 p.m. Tune in next week again for a new guest with new awesomeness. Linda U Johansson.se. Don't forget to go there. Thanks, everyone online as well. Thanks for the comments. Stay online. Connect with Linda on LinkedIn to ask your questions and continue the discussion. And don't forget to network, everyone. So with that, I will say thank you and goodbye. I'll see you all next week. Goodbye, and thanks for all the fish. Bye, everyone.